Morning.
Palesa, yes, a very, very good morning to you and to the rest of South Africa. Thank you very, very much for tuning in this morning. And it's a proudly South African day. We're gathered here at the Sandton Convention Centre for the first day of the Expo. Yesterday was the start of the Proudly South African Summit, where a host of speakers came together to speak about how South African companies, SMMEs, entrepreneurs can help each other, elevate each other, and create business. And by creating business, creating bigger industries, creating jobs, and just being part of this massive Proudly South African brand. So it's a summit that's taking place for these 2 days. So that was yesterday, and today, of course, being the final day, where you can come down and have a look at the different products on display and the different members that are here and part of Proudly South African, and hopefully partner with some of them and buy the brands as well. Many familiar ones, I'm sure, that you're very used to. Let's talk to my two guests now that we've got lined up. First up, I've got, of course, the CEO of Proudly South African, Eustace Mashimbye. Always good to see you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you, Leanne.
And of course, Willie Shabalala, who's the head of business banking for Gauteng Standard Bank. Good to see you as well.
Morning, Leanne.
Very proudly South African company. I mean, you're one of the banks that has signed up with Proudly South African. Why? Why is it important to have this logo associated to Proudly South African?
No, thanks, Leanne. We are a South African company, and we need to put our weight behind Proudly South African, because we do know that as a bank, for us to ensure that we support the economic growth, we need to, to continue, supporting our local businesses, precisely so the small, medium enterprises, because we know when small and medium, enterprises grow, they increase or they reduce unemployment. So for us, it's critical that we are there and ensure that, today's small businesses are tomorrow's big businesses. So for us, we need to ensure that we work with small players to ensure that we are there, we support them, we guide them, because tomorrow, as they grow, the economy grows as well.
And that's what's so important. It really is. Now, we talk about growth, and Eustace, let's talk about the growth of the summit, because I was blown away yesterday. I had the privilege of being at the opening of the summit yesterday, and I've been there for 3 years in a row now, and I've just seen it growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And yesterday, it was oversold. You couldn't get a seat, even if you knew the right people. It was fantastic. What's happening? I mean, this brand just seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
I think that the biggest thing is that we are repositioning the campaign, making it more relevant. The DTI has what we call the Industrial Policy Action Plan, which is about reindustrializing the economy of South Africa, getting companies that are in a position to manufacture what we consume as a country to start doing that, more and more of that, growing their capacity. But the only way to do that is to increase demand for their products. So part of the repositioning is centered around that. So we are getting more and more companies coming on board. And obviously that means an increase in our resources. So we're able then to start expanding, attracting more people to the summit. We have more buyers than we've ever had.
Yeah.
I think we have 86 buyers coming in today.
Nice.
So I know you're talking about yesterday, but even today, I think the highlight for us is that all these exhibitors will not just depend on the walk-ins, the ordinary customers that will be here, or their fellow exhibitors for potential business, but we have buyers who have set up appointments with them ahead of time. We've asked for lists of the companies that will be exhibiting, as well as the products that they will be showcasing, so that they can come in and try and start doing deals with them as of today.
Just remind us, I mean, when we're walking around and we're shopping and we see this Proudly South African logo on an item, whatever that item may be, what does it mean? I mean, what does this signify, and how do you become a part of Proudly South African?
So if you look at the logo, the Proudly South African logo, it bears the colors of the national flag of the Republic of South Africa, which means it's a locally made product, and the tick represents quality. So when you find a product that has the logo on it, it simply means that you're buying a high quality, locally made product, and which contributes to the creation of jobs. It means that company that produces that product produces it within the borders of South Africa. So there are jobs as part of the value chain. And in most instances, especially in sectors like manufacturing, you know that it's not just the manufacturer that benefits in terms of creating jobs in that company, but you have a multiplier effect in that there are other sectors that are part of the value chain that are impacted on. And that is what you're doing. So you know that you're doing the right thing and that you're contributing to the growth of the economy.
Yeah. Willie, for you, being at this expo, showcasing what Standard Bank's offering is. I mean, I saw yesterday huge queues outside the Standard Bank stall, and mostly from entrepreneurs wanting those funds, obviously. I mean, that's always one of the biggest things that entrepreneurs are desperate for, is that funding to create the idea that they are dreaming about. But being associated with Proudly South African, does it do a lot for the business?
No, of course, and we understand the challenges of our small, medium enterprises. Access to funding is one challenge, but we know that, also access to markets is another challenge. So we are saying, as part of the big corporates in South Africa, it's equally our responsibility to support our small and medium enterprises, because we do know that when we open the markets up for them, they're able to really achieve their next. So that's why we are putting a Standard Bank big weight behind Proudly South African campaign.
Yeah. Gentlemen, I thank you so much for your time. Good luck, Eustace, with the second day, but I think the biggest day. It's looking amazing. If you can get down here, can people just come? Can they just arrive as a buyer?
Yeah, people can just arrive, free entry, no cost at all. You just walk in, register to attend the expo. The summit is unfortunately full, but the expo side where you can walk in and find products, and we have everything from clothing to food to big industrial items. So anyone can come in and there's no charge at all.
Fantastic. And know that everything that you are looking at here is proudly South African, made in South Africa, and it's got that stamp on it that, of course, shows the heart of South Africa on it as well. And you know that when you're buying this product, that somebody here in South Africa is living and benefiting from your purchase, and that makes it extra special. Gentlemen, thank you. Willie Shabalala is the head of business banking at Gauteng Standard Bank, and of course the CEO of Proudly South African, Eustace Mashimbia. Thank you very much again for your time.
Thank you, yeah.
It is 6:30 here on Morning Live. It is Thursday. Palesa, what's making our news headline?